Penny, are you experiencing some sort of difficulty?
Yes, I can't get my stupid door open.
You appear to have put your car key in the door lock. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
All right, then.
Damn it.
Would it be possible for you to do this a little more quietly?
I can't get the damn key out.
Well, it's not surprising. That Baldwin lock on your door uses traditional edge-mounted cylinders, whereas the key for your Volkswagen uses a center cylinder system.
Thank you, Sheldon.
You're welcome. Point of inquiry, why did you put your car key in the door lock?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because today I had an audition. It took me 2 hours to get there. I waited an hour for my turn, and before I could even start, they told me I looked too Midwest for the part. Too Midwest? What the hell does that even mean?
Well, the American Midwest was mostly settled by Scandinavian and Germanic people. So they have a characteristic facial
I know
bone
what it means, Sheldon!
So, hi guys, once again to I'm a Noob's channel. So we are having the next game, which is between Revenge for Nothing and X marks the spot. I like the name Revenge for Nothing. They just want to get revenge for like that. And a few days back when I watched X marks the spot's game, I was uh, happy uh, with them. Like really, they knew how to play their game. They were really good. There was good team coordination between them. And if Radiant have seen their game, they should understand how the their game is, and they do really like to pummel their opponents, stomp them, be on top of them all the time. That's how they like to do it, and there is a really good Kunkka player in that team, and I prefer Radiant going for a Kunkka ban. The bans, if you have seen KOTL and Monkey King from the Radiant side, KOTL, you would have seen my in the last game how good he was, like how good his ult is. The KOTL was a bit of decent, but how good his ult is. And the bans from the dire side is Viper and Alchemist as of now. Alchemist, as I keep saying, even though he is nerfed with the gold he gets on killing creeps, still it just puts him in a bit of a delay for radiance. But still, if he hits the jungle and starts to last hits in the jungle, and with the neutrals giving 10% more gold than
Hey,
that
you
previous
boy.
gold.
10 seconds remaining.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
5
so
seconds
Uh,
remaining.
so guys, I like to introduce you to one of the participants who's playing in this tournament, as well as he wanted to
Radiant
be a
team
caster with me for
double.
this game. And his name is Akil. He's known as Young Simba in game. I welcome him, and I think Young Simba can give a small introduction about himself and tell us about the bans which have come after the Alchemist.
10 seconds remaining. Dire
Hello,
team
Young
double.
Simba. I was able to hear you a bit ago. Is your mic working or is it at fault? Akil, are you there?
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, guys, I think
5
we
seconds
lost him.
remaining.
I think he has to set his mic back up and come back.
Radiant
Let
team
me just
win.
go with the bands then, which we have seen as of now. Ember Spirit from the Radiant side. From the Dire, it was Timbersaw. Ember Spirit. The Radiant didn't play the Ember Spirit in the last few
Dire
games,
team
and I think
win.
Dire are just worried about that and went with the Ember Spirit ban. Bristleback, he is total nuisance, as I already mentioned in this level of bracket. Not at this, any level of bracket. If you are a good Bristleback player, you know the hero spikes and how good Bristleback can be early, with the early game harass,
10
this
seconds
back, everything.
remaining.
Bristleback can be good. I think they went with the
5
Bristleback ban after seeing a
seconds
Viper ban. I
remaining.
think Viper is a good counter on Bristleback. And
Dire
Timbersaw,
team
Ricky.
win.
Ricky, position for Ricky is a troublesome one. You max your blink and you max your smoke. That's good. That on a position for Ricky. And when coming to the picks, I think the first pick we see is a White Spirit, and then we see the next pick we see is from the dire side, we see a pick Lich. Uh, I I don't know which
Radiant
position White Spirit
team
is going to be
win.
playing at. Is it a position 4 or is it going to be a mid White Spirit? The supports Dark Willow and Lich. The combination works wonders. Dark Willow with a Bramble Maze. If they can catch anyone in Bramble Maze, at least two heroes, and Lich casts Assault, it'll keep. At least you can get two bounces on those two heroes, and
10
it's
seconds
good
remaining.
amount of damage. At least if you can
Radiant
land four
team
bouncers like
double.
that. And there comes Jakiro from the RFN. From RFN, I'm going to call Revenge for Nothing as RFN, and X marks the spot as XMS. Uh, that sounds kind of wrong if I have to say. I think I'll just
10
stick with
seconds
X marks
remaining.
the spot, or for now the team name is a bit big.
5 seconds
I'll just
remaining.
call them as the dire team. And so the picks have been done,
Dire
support picks have
team
completed.
win.
The Radiant have gone with the Morph ban, and Dire have gone with the Tide ban. I think Radiant should go with a Kunkka ban. If they are gonna allow Kunkka to be played mid, they have to prepare themselves to counter Kunkka, or it's over for them. Kunkka with his ghost ships, the ghost ships were landing on
10
point last
seconds
game.
remaining.
And with Mars setting up, the ghost ships are
5
really great. I
seconds
think a Mars would be a
remaining.
good pick at this point, but Mars will set up most of the ults for Jakiro at this stage. So I think there are thinking they are uh, breaking their heads, discussing what would be a good offlaner. Should we go for this one or that or someone else? Um, I think Radiant could go for a clockwork. He could initiate. He could help with setting up ice paths for Jakiro. Jakiro can land ice paths properly if Clock is able to catch someone with a swoop shot. And it's an underlord, an offlane underlord. That's a the Pit of Malice is also good. You combine Pit of Malice and Bramble Maze together. How are you? How are you gonna dodge either of those abilities? That's going to be a question which has to be answered. That can be that has you have to find the answer for it. I need magical escape. Necrophos, an offlane Necrophos. After seeing Underlord, Necro. Previous game we saw how useful that Necro was, or how powerful the Necro was. The Radiant did play a bit bad last game. They didn't play the way it has to be played. They didn't know their hero spikes, they didn't know how to rotate, they are getting stomped. Compared to that, coming to this game, I think these guys know what to be, how it is to be done. Necrophos as an offlaner is a good choice. This does put a pinch on their side what to go as their next hero. They are, or Necro can mid. They are just wondering, is it going to be a Necro offlane or is it going to be a Necro mid? What is it going to be?
Invoker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
'Hello, bro. Are you there?'
Dire team ban.
Lion.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So I'm back, guys. Sorry, I just had a call. And Invoker. We were talking about Invoker in my previous stream, or in the previous game, that in lower brackets we see a good Invoker, but in the higher brackets we see a bad Invoker, or vice versa. But here I'm surprised there is an Invo pick this time. And looking at the Dire lineup, it looks as if they are going magical, and even Radiant side, if I'm seeing, they are also going magical. This is gonna be a war between magic
5
abilities.
seconds
It's gonna
remaining.
be a fight with who's gonna dish out the highest number of magic damage. And on the core bans, there was a life stealer ban, and there was a there was an anti-mage ban, and there was a line pick as a fourth one. uh, are, are we gonna see a mid lane against an invo, or is it gonna be that
Ten seconds
they
remaining.
went with a mid pick first and then they are going
5
for a support pick
seconds
later? Are they
remaining.
trying to redo what we usually see in a professional game? Sometimes the pro teams do go for the first pick as a mid pick, and then they go for a support or a offlane pick in the third or fourth pick. They do uh, they sometimes they do that, but are the Radiant doing that, or is it like Jakiro position 5, Wild Spirit position 4, Necro position 3, and we are going to see a mid line,
Our team picked.
a Troll Warlord carry. Uh, Last time I always say this, I really like saying this. It might be repetitive, but a Troll Warlord will either troll your own team or will troll the enemy if he is fat. So these guys there
10
have to figure
seconds
out a way to
remaining.
kite out troll completely. I think troll is gonna
5 seconds
go with
remaining.
diffusal BKB build this game probably. BKB is a must for this troll. Even for Necro, I think a BKB is kind of must. Invoker will require a
Choose
BKB,
your hero.
and they go with a faceless void carry. That's a good combination these guys have. The Dire team has a good combination with Void Chrono. You can Underlord will get the time to cast his Pit of Malice. Mm, Willow has the chance to get her Bramble Maze, her ult, where she does damage with her pet Jex. That is going to be really good. Not the Terrorize, the other one. Invoker can get his Sunstrikes, Lich ult inside the Chrono. This is a good team fight picks, if I have to see, on the Dire side compared to the Radiant side. Radiant side, I don't see any uh, picks as in like there is not much of a team fight kind of thing. There are good stunners. And if you can bring someone to low health, Necro can get with the scythe. Lion, if he gets the stack on his ult and gets a scepter, that's going to be a real problem. In the game, the teams wishing each
Prepare
other
for battle.
JLHF, good luck, have fun. So Underlord has queued two gauntlets of strength, so he's probably going for a soul ring. And Willow has gone for a ring of Basilisk for a mana region for herself as well as Underlord, which is good. Since Underlord is going for a soul ring. Invoker, Tango Shad going for null talisman, a boot and a stick. Okay, we are seeing a mid void spirit, an offlane necrophos, a potion for Jakiro, and a potion 5 line. So Lion has yet to take any of his ability. I think Underlord has opened up his first skill.
30
Willow has
seconds to
opened up
battle.
Bramble Maze. Necro is coming up with a headdress, so probably Necro is going for a pipe. A pipe and Guardian Greaves. This game on Necro is really good. It's going to be really good. That's a good team items. Mm, so, Void Spirit is having some technical difficulties with his internet or his system, so he has asked for a pause for wait. By the time, let's see what other items these guys have. So, Void has queued up for two raid bans, and I think he might make a magic wand. Lich has come up with the address in this lane for the health region, for helping with the void health region, and in Wu we did see these items. See what White Spirit has. White Spirit is going for a null talisman and he's queued up a bottle. So fight battle is started in bot with Bramble Maze. They are not able to come. Got three three runes for Dire, one rune for the Radiant. Void able to get the rune and back out with his first skill, which is great. So the ice part didn't land as expected. And even the frost shield, yes, I usually say Lich with the frost shield is good. And warded, they noticed Lich has warded, so Jakiro has asked, calling out the courier with the sentry, so this ward is going to get dewarded, and Jakiro is going to get an extra gold and some XP on that. And Void wanted that last hit much, so he missed out basically he missed out two last hits. Void could focus on his last hits, so he'll seal the last hits and deny the mid. It's going equally. Void Spirit and Invo are having equal number of last hits. Denies coming up. Under a lot of the offlaners are doing their denies and getting the last hits as well. Jackie was searching for that ward, he found it and it's dewarded. He gets 5 extra gold on that. It's okay. So you do get some extra gold for dewarding. And that's quick deward. Notice it, deward quickly. Mid it's going according to Voice Spirit. Voice Spirit is leading in the CS. So lane does getting pushed a lot. Has a Force Spirit to help him get the last hits, but still Void Spirit is got a deny over there. So at bot I'm seeing mana drain. Underlord has like no mana. He doesn't care. He's more focused on last hit. He knows that these guys can't do anything to him. Trying to harass Void, it's not possible. Third skill is there. Void is keeping his distance. The headrest does help. Lich is looking for a pull. He might pull next one.
All things fall.
Looking at mid, White Spirit has the goal to get bottle, and the bottle is gonna come. Invoker has completed 2 null talisman. They are equally matched up. It's going equally good for both of them. Over the period of time, we'll see how good it goes on. I think Invo will scale up more, but first, I think Void Spirit will hit the spike first. Once Void Spirit gets his ult, he can rotate, he can set up kills, he can get kills, he can help the cores get farmed. And Willow with her Shadow Realm, she's doing some damage, which isn't enough. And Lion is able to harass this Underlord, like drain his mana out. If Underlord needs to cast an ability, he has to use his Soul Ring, which will bring his health down a bit. But I don't think it's a good idea of doing that. Here, Jakiro's, since the lane is getting pushed far, Jakiro has managed to do a pull. So Necro has to keep a check on this creep. Probably the range creep will go for the push, but Jakiro pulled really good this creep. Lich is trying to soak in some XP on that, whereas Void has to return back. That's a good harass. There's no creep wave. The creep wave is pushed back. Void is losing a bit of EXP over there. At mid, Void Spirit has started. He's just that Once he gets his ult, he could try to get a kill on Invo, but yes, Invo doesn't have any escape mechanism as of yet. Not much escape. White Spirit has not taken Dissimulate. He has mainly taken Aether Remnant and his Resonant Pulse. He's maxing out his Resonant Pulse first, and let's just pulling out the creeps. So top lane is going equally well. Each of them pulling creeps. Now looking at the bounty rune, Dire have taken 2 as of now, and I think Dire will get all the 4. So they knew at what time they have to move. They got it. So Jakiro knew he is wasting time. He better go back to the lane. Uh, Voice Spirit has got his ult, and he has a regen rune, which is really good. Invo has hit level 6. He's maintaining his distance. He doesn't want to show himself up. Get caught. He's caught. I think we'll see the first blood.
Hello,
First blood,
I'm
and
Gabriel.
that's it.
You've just achieved
White got
first blood.
first blood.
Thanks and have
There
fun.
was going to be a TP from someone. I think Lich was trying to TP, and Lich cancelled the TP after knowing that Invo was dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You're going nowhere.
So Willow has come up mid. She's trying to help Invo get a kill on this White Spirit. The wards both the side to view the runes. White Spirit,
Double
based on the runes,
damage.
he's able to get into the fight. DD rune, full mana. White Spirit is planning to go in. That was a really bad Aether Remnant setup. If Invo would have been caught, I think the double damage White Spirit would have managed to get a kill. So looking at the items, what is going Faceless Void going to do? He is getting pushed back. He is being harassed, but he is managing to stay in lane. He is able to get the regen quick.
Dire's middle tower is under
He's
attack.
about nearly full health. Lich is trying to harass Necro, but it's of up to no use. But it is going equally. So basically, all the lanes are going equally. If you see the last hits, White Spirit and Troll are leading. So it's the CS is going in favor of the Radiant side as of now. Invo did die once. Void is here at top. I think Dire have seen them with the ward. That's why they are hiding inside. They don't want to show themselves up. And Void Spirit is going in for the fight, for the kill on Void. And Lich just
Dire's
shows
top
himself.
tower is
Probably
under
he has
attack.
his TP. Lich is TPing out. And I think Lich has moved bot. That's a good rotation from Lich. And he's decided, okay, top is done, gone. But we can try to get a
Radiant's
kill at
middle
bot.
tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
I
has
think Lich should
fallen.
cast 4 shield. It's still not there. Okay, Underlord gets a kill. That gives him 3 damage. 3 extra permanent damage on kill of line. That that's poorly done by Lich. He got caught in that Aether Remnant. But that was real good Aether Remnant put in by Void Spirit. So without any vision, he just had Sentry Vision and this Outpost minimum vision. He got in a good Aether Remnant on Lich, and once Lich was caught, it was over for him. Lich was trying to get this outpost
Radiant's
convert
middle tower is
for
under
their extra
attack.
XP,
A
but
bauble from the
Void
void.
Spirit was already present. He wanted to TP there, he
What's
wanted
up?
that kill.
Double damage.
Shout out. Shout out. I don't care. Fuck up.
Uh, Going, there was three people rotation. Underlord is dead. Willow was late for that. Getting on this done, it wasn't enough. Lion could have taken help in that Underlord kill if he had put his ult for the stack, but I think Lion backed out. So still the last hits, we are seeing Troll at the top. Troll has going for a diffusal. As I said, diffusal BKB on Troll will be really helpful. And Troll has started with the diffusal. He's getting that Blade of Alacrity, and he is also getting a salve to regen his health. So
Dire's middle
are
tower
we
is
having
under
any neutral
attack.
items? Necrophos having the mango tree, and okay, so basically Necro only has the mango tree. So from Radiant side we are seeing a mango tree. Mango tree he has to plant, then only he'll be able to get some more mana. And at the top, when I was, Necro just took out Void with his ult, and
Vanished,
even Lion
but not gone.
put his ult. He gets stacked. Necro gets the Reaper sight. Void is out for a long time. I think the sight landed on him at the right moment. So three at bot. The smoke would be they try to catch Void Spirit. It's not enough. So this will know that voice will know there is vision over there.
Dire's top tower is
So
under
you would have
attack.
informed this team there is vision there, please deward. So Jakiro should be getting a sentry anytime soon and then dewarding there if they want to push this T1. And at mid, in was done, 3 rotation. This should help push mid, but
There would be no
Void has
argument.
come
Dire's
mid
middle
and Willow's
tower is
come mid.
under attack.
But Void had plans, he's going into jungle, and Void rushing MOM in this game. That's quite a surprise, seeing how many magical heroes are there. There are about 4 heroes who who depend on magical damage, and only one hero who depend on physical damage. That is Troll Warlord, and still Void has the courage to build a Mask of Madness as his first item. And if he doesn't catch either Necro, or if he doesn't catch Necro, Jakiro or Lion, then he inside his chrono, then he's done. Or if they are roaming alone near void, he can get a kill on them. But if he doesn't, during a team fight, he doesn't catch them properly in chrono, then it is going to be a tough job. It might spell the doom for Faceless Void. So Faceless Void has to think and initiate or put his chrono in fights.
Dire
And once his
structures
chrono is
are
there, I think
fortified.
Invo will be happy to cast his Sunstrike to deal damage or get the kill. Anything is possible.
Not quite
So
a
CS
slow
leading still. Troll Warlord. Troll has nearly completed his diffusal. Probably he needs another 400 gold, and his diffusal will be done. And once he gets diffusal, it will be tough. That's a good ult from Lich, but it ain't enough. Oh, sorry, Lich hasn't had his ult yet. Troll didn't require to commit his ult. That was good ult
Radiant's
from
middle
Jakiro.
tower is under
Lich
attack.
is underleveled, and I think Lich has to get
Radiant
his level 6
structures are
quickly. Uh,
fortified. Dire's bottom tower is
Radiant
under attack.
really know how their heroes
Radiant's
work.
middle tower is
They
under attack.
are hitting the
Dire's bottom
time
tower has
correctly with
fallen.
their hero spikes. They are hitting the
Radiant's
mark.
top tower is
Troll
under
Warlord
attack.
is rotating top for farm. They got the bot tower. The mid
my
tower is still
path
left.
leads to
Troll is
riches.
focus farm. He saw Void TP. He knew Lich just recently died. Dark Willow is roaming bot, so he immediately goes top to farm. Where these guys, if they want to even gank Troll, they have to either walk and come or they have to TP. So Troll really knows his stuff.
Dire's
He's playing
structures
really
are
good. He knows
fortified.
where these players are present. He has a good map presence. This is being a
Invisibility.
good game. Lich got his ult, Invis rune, Invo his Q, Scepter, and then an Orchid. Scepter on Invo is first. Great. Void manages to escape. That's ult.
Onage.
Not enough. Void does die, and Willow dies. Sunstrike is bit late. No one dies in the Radiant side.
Mega
Lion
kill.
doesn't get a stack.
Onage.
White
I
Spirit
can go
comes
anywhere,
and gets
yet
in on that
have invaded
Underlord.
nowhere.
So 4 dead
Expanding
from the Dire side,
ambitions.
none from the Radiant.
Dire's top tower is
The
under
Radiant are
attack.
having top. As I said, pipe of insight, since there are going to be magical pipe of insight from Necro would be good, and converting the arcane boots to a guardian greaves is going to be the right choice. Troll is low health.
Dire's middle
I
tower
think
has
Troll could
fallen.
have used his magic wand
Your
and then cast ult.
ignorance
Probably he
ensures
didn't notice it, or he was slow. He could have done that combination.
money changes hands.
So I haven't seen any smoke gangs yet. A
Dire's
smoke
middle
gang could
tower
have
is
been
under
good.
attack.
And White Spirit is got an Orchid, which is going to be a problem for Void, Faceless Void, to escape if he gets caught, or for Invo, for any of them. And probably the casting Orchid on a Lich, Willow, or Invo would be more good. But if he's with someone else who can also help him in holding Void at one place, it will be really great. Uh, so Void
Radiant's
has
middle
started to
tower is
lead
under
the
attack.
last hit. He has got MOM, he's able to farm fast.
They're
He's getting an
unstoppable.
Augur Club.
You come from a race
The Void Spirit noticed Willow, and as I said, Orchid, and it's over. And that's what Void Spirit has done. So Faceless Void gets an Augur Axe. He need for that extra bit of strength, a bit of tankiness, health. or was he going for BKB as his second item? That's we have to see. Knowing that this team can do magical damage as of now. No, getting BKB as a second item after MO, probably for surviving the fights or inside Chrono, good. And Inverse completed his Scepter. So what is this Scepter does? Scepter just updates Sunstrike, adds
Dire's top tower
Cataclysm,
is under attack.
so that Chrono catch for it, but
Killing
Void is
spree.
done. Lich ult, no damage. They are chasing on that Willow. Willow will be caught. That's a really good
That was unreal.
Aether Remnant. Void Spirit
You
is
cannot
knowing what to be done.
Radiant's middle
Underlord
tower
is
is
used his
under
ult to
attack.
escape. He's back to his base.
Radiant's
And I
middle
think
tower
that's
has
T2 for
fallen.
Dire.
Dire's top tower has
Void
fallen.
Spirit does know what is to be done. He knows where that ability has to be cast, how to catch a hero. And in the talent tree, let's see what he has taken. He has taken 20 damage. And right now, Jakiro's talent tree
Dire's
just
bottom
popped up
tower
at
is
level
under
10.
attack.
Jakiro has taken 250
Dire's
attack range.
structures are
Um,
fortified.
I think for his right click damage, he has taken it. He's the third skill, the liquid fire, which is an auto cast. Every 4 seconds it gets casted, so that also falls into that attack range uh, part. And he's going for a Yall Scepter. Yall Scepter adds movement speed, that is one thing. It also helps catching any hero who is running. You can Yalls hold him off. I see a smoke online and a line is queued up Aether. Dare have smoked up, 4 heroes have smoked up. Void is gonna prioritize farm again. Lion is roaming, and I think Lion will get caught for that rune, and that's it. Lion is, it's over for Lion. Lich gets the kill. I would have preferred any of the cores getting the kill. They are just getting the assists and nothing else. Here Troll is going for BKB. As I said, magical heroes, Troll has prepared himself how his farm is going to be, how is he going to prioritize farm, and he has, after that void that he has taken over in the CS, it's been 21 minutes. If you see the net worth, Void Spirit is leading net worth with
Dire's
10k,
top tower is
and I
under
think
attack.
probably it's thanks to his skills, the kills he has got, and the next item is going for Scepter, and the Scepter is a really good item on Void Spirit. With the charges on Resonant Pulse, it gives him 2 charges, and with each charge, he gets a silence for 3 minutes. That's what his Scepter does.
Radiant's bottom tower
Necro
is
has
under
finished
attack.
Greaves. Pipe into Greaves. Necro survives. His team survives. That's what the talk was about. That's happening, and that's a really good ice path. Dire team wanted one more kill. They wanted a kill really bad. They couldn't get it. Uh, Needy room for Wire. They are smoked. Necro and Lion have smoked. Uh, Inverse trying to hold on to this mid T2 tower. They don't want to lose this T2. Uh, Radiant know had this dire team is. The ward is in such a place, even though the sentry is there, it doesn't figure out the
Monster kill.
observer. They dive in, get involved with the silence and with other abilities, that line ult and all. There was no escape, and they are going for the underlord. That's a good hex, a good chrono. He
Killing spree.
faces what catches lion will die, but void will die for that. For
Dominating to the
support
point.
to give up his life, that's not good. You should have waited for invo. A buyback from underlord, it's basically going to be a dieback. That's rage buyback, if I have to say, on underlord. He died, he wanted to just buy back and come and prove that he'll die again. So he's
Dire's
basically
middle
a
tower has
Death
fallen.
Lord rather than an Underlord. Santropy
Dire's
just got
middle
2
tower is
kills.
under
For 2
attack.
kills, he's got 7 permanent damage. And it's 20 minutes and already T3. So team
Dire's middle
near
tower
about
has
team wipe.
fallen.
And T3 BKB done on
Dire's
Troll.
middle
He hasn't
barracks are under attack.
had required the BKB to be up.
Dire's middle
Troll does have a
barracks have
Grove Bow,
fallen.
which is helpful when he goes into the range mode, and
Dire's middle
that's a
barracks
good
have fallen.
kind of a good escape from Void Spirit, but he still manages to move away. The Resonant Pulse stacking with Orchid is a terror for the Dire team, who are all
Radiant's
magical.
top
They
tower
need
is under
BKB.
attack.
Invo has queued Orchid. I don't think it will go. He'll be able to get Orchid. The Revenge for Nothing team are playing well. They are going to go for Roshan, and I think Troll will be getting Roshan. Troll is queued up BKB. Blink. Troll is going to be the initiator, I suppose. Necro is also queued up for a Blink. Jackiro with the 4 staff, Lion with the blink. There are going to be 3 blinks in this team. White Spirit with Bloodthorn, that's good.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Aegis on Troll. These guys are really good. If they could just get a smoke gank, it will be great. Invo try to push bot. They could push bot a bit. There's no one bot. You can push few rotations here. Warding sense on this Radiant side is really good. They know where to ward, how to ward. Void Spirit has this confidence that he can farm the Dire jungle, prevent them from getting farm, be on top of them, prevent them from getting gold, because the top 3 net worth are on the Radiant side. Void and they catch Void, Faceless Void. It's over for Void.
It happened again.
He's done for.
Your life served no purpose.
He gets caught.
But your death.
They are just roaming the jungle. Gets caught. Troll BKB committed. He's backing out. He's waiting for these guys to come. They are pushing, and I think they can go for T3, or they can be a bit
Dire's
greedy.
structures
They
are
can also
fortified.
reduce their greediness.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Void
attack.
Spirit really wants that Willow. Willow is protector. Willow is safe. Now Void Spirit
Dire's bottom
committed
tower
too
has
much.
fallen.
There is no escape, and that's the end of Void
Cannot
Spirit.
truly
So
pierce the
10 kill streak goes off, 600 gold for Invo. Necro with ult, he was close, it wasn't enough. With the fear and Troll ult, there was some breakdance happening over there. Troll was loving it. Oh, hope after the lockdown I'll go get some McDonald's burger and say I'm loving it. Cataclysm, that's the combo. That's the combo they required. They needed that one bad play from
Killing
the
spree.
Radiant side.
Hello,
Radiant
this is
played
Gabe
really
Newell.
bad,
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
starting with the Void
Double
Spirit
kill.
dive, and then the others diving that. Necro with his ult, then he was immediately healed. Underlord immediately healing himself
Double
up.
kill.
There was no kill on the Underlord. Then Faceless Void coming back into the fight after respawning, getting that chrono. Invo landing a cataclytic, a sunstrike with cataclysm, which confirmed all the kills. So it was a team wipe, thanks to this Void Spirit who was too greedy on getting that Willow kill, but he was unable to do so. If he could have secured that Willow kill, Dark Willow kill, and backed out, it would have been a different story in the end. Since White Spirit was not there, Dire decided, okay, this is the chance we can be on top of them. White Spirit, let's go, let's go. There's no White Spirit, and Faceless Void has respawned, so Chrono is available. We can do it. We can dish out. So one bad play, and kind of looks like Dire can make a comeback. They were leading with a net worth of 18k, 3k shifted to Dire in that fight, and one more bad fight if Radiant take like that, then I think we'll have a good tough game. So Void has completed BKB as seen. So Orb of Destruction on both these sides. Void Spirit is carrying that Orb of Destruction, whereas in Dire side, who's gonna carry that orb?
Illusion.
So they have smoked up. All five have smoked up. They are searching for a particular hero. They are searching for a catch. If they can manage to get a catch, they will be happy. Caster Orchid on a illusion, line illusion, the haste rune.
Coin for me.
Voice Spirit top. I think Radiant are going to smoke under their own tower. Radiant smoke, and they are going in.
Alms
I
for the
think
dead.
they have their target set where they want to go. Uh, Ward Spotter, Jakiro there. Invo's backing out. Ghostwalk, he's backing off. So that ward helped them. Defensive ward uh, shown who are coming. So they notice Jakiro coming and they notice that okay, there might be someone else as well.
Killing spree. Ownage.
Your page in history ends.
Void
A
Seal, Necro
dominating
is done.
performance. Onage.
That was good save on Void. Jakiro got rooted, got, yalls, but still not enough. It's done. Jakiro is done. And one more bad fight. And I think Troll died. Troll bought back for that fight.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Killing
attack.
spree. Double kill.
So Lich gets
Feel my
a double
cold
kill.
embrace.
Gold is now moving towards the Dire side. They were having a bad game till the 28th minute. Now they have got reduced that difference between the goal lead from 18k to 12k, and in the net worth lead still Void Spirit and Troll are leading the net worth even after that buyback, but I think there was no buyback required by Troll.
Invisibility.
I think the Radiant have to start carrying few dusts. They have to know that these glimmer capes could be really irritating.
Radiant's
This
bottom
glimmer
tower
from
is
Lich,
under attack.
Dark Willow should have died, but the glimmer protected Willow a bit, and then the heal from Underlord's
Radiant's
Guardian
bottom
Greaves. So
tower
now
is under
Underlord is
attack.
going for pipe. He prioritized Greaves over pipe first, which is a good sign. And this
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dyer's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
White Spirit farming me. He got
Dominating, I
caught,
guess.
and that's a
Onage.
good chrono.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Another
fallen.
2k gold moving into the Dire side. Dire are making a comeback, if I have to say. They the Radiant made one mistake, and that's costing them a lot. Void with Shadow Blade, he's going for Silver Edge. Probably he wants that fervor stacks to not get in for that Troll Warlord. But I think Heaven's Hellbard from Underlord or Invoke could also make Heavens. That's not a bad idea. Uh, Heavens Hellbar would help these guys. So they are going to check the Roshan. Roshan should be up in second, and Roshan is there. The troll could go back and check again. Roshan is up, so Roshan is up by 34 minutes before, just 15 seconds before 35 minutes, and Dire are slowly catching up with the Radiant. The goal difference, you can see if I have to uh, show
Time
the
is money.
graph, and Zayn was caught. It was done for. That was more stupid from Invo. I don't think Necro had to cast Assault.
Starts
There
at
are
the
too
head.
many abilities caster on getting that Invo. I think they wanted the Invo, but with that scythe hit, Invo is out for 110 seconds. That's a long cooldown. He does have buyback. If he wants to buy back, he can buy back, but at what time will is he going to buy back? That's the question. So if he's gonna buy back now, I think about 25-30 seconds of this uh, uh, time would be added in his next death cooldown. I don't think Invo would be pleased to have a longer cooldown in his second death after buyback. The Roshan is just melting away so quickly. The troll stacks, the way he's attacking, his attack speed is just
Radiant's bottom tower is
too
under
fast,
attack.
and I
Roshan
think
has
that's over.
fallen to the Radiant.
So Aegis on troll once again. Necrophos has the cheese. Probably he might give the cheese to Voice Spirit later. was connections here and there. And now back, everyone's resumed. That's good sportsmanship on both the team sides. Uh, the ages they could smoke. I think they have smoke. They could smoke, go try to get a kill or push. They are focusing, pushing top. Trolls focusing farm. There's a Minotaur Horn. There's a Witless Shaco. So yeah, you hit the 37 mark. Tier 4 items will start to drop. Uh, So Jackie was taking that Minotaur Horn. He wants a BKB. Lion has taken up the Witness Shaco to get a bit tanker at some more health to his pool. For that, giving up 400 mana. I think he's okay. Lion is okay with it.
Twice the measure of power.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They are casting every ability on Troll as of now. Willow is gonna go down.
Double kill.
Void doesn't have Chrono. Uh,
Cannot maintain.
They are taking out Void. Void is done. There's this buyback from Lich, buyback from Willow.
Ownage.
Underlord is done.
Killing
Underlord
spree.
just bought back. Lich is
Impossible
dead.
kill.
Dieback on Lich. And this game is nearly as good as over. So Radiant take out the dire top tower, top racks. I think they can go for their bot tower, bot racks, get the mega creeps. I think it's a good mega creeps time. So even though there are few bad plays, Radiant have picked themselves up from that and said, okay, we made bad plays, let's stick together and we'll get the set things right. And the MKB on Troll adds attack speed and never gives him a chance to miss any of these attacks. And he himself has 20% evasion. Void is going for MKB, and but I don't know how long it is going to be.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
It's a good terrorize. They are holding up for next 20 seconds, but how long can they hold with this Troll stacks? The moment he starts hitting something, the fervor just stacks. He just keeps those stacks and goes ahead.
Bottom barracks are under attack.
And that's mega creeps. I don't think Dire have the
Radiant now have
team
mega
to
creeps.
hold against the mega creeps. With the itemization, Void doesn't have a Mjolnir or a Battle Fury, which is like a creep clearance. Invoke cannot keep using Fourth Spirit.
Money changes hands.
To clear out the creeps, he has to commit his abilities to clear the creeps out. Void Spirit is finished up with his Blitzthorn. It's on its way. The leveler on Troll, uh, extra attack speed. He is gonna deal a lot of damage with the extra attack speed. Just waiting for right time to initiate. They are waiting for smoke. My Lion has 6 stacks. I think Lion will go for Scepter now. But by the time Lion finishes up with this Scepter, game would be probably over. So another team fight. Blinks in. Initiate.
Ownage.
That's when Underlord is
Dominating, I
done.
guess.
Chrono Void is unable to hit
Mega
anyone.
kill.
He cannot damage
Double
anyone.
kill.
And Void would be done. Faces. I
They're
think Lich is
unstoppable.
over. I think this is
Impossible
GG.
kill.
Void low health. He is going for Lion. He can get Lion kill, but he's silenced. That's a bad blink.
Purulent cause.
Dire's middle
That's a bad
Killing
flicker,
spree.
and that's
Double
done.
kill.
It's GG. That called GG. So Radiant win. Revenge for Nothing takes this game.
Radiant victory.
So that's over. Both the teams played well. It was kind of a close contest, but once Void hit his mark, he started to toy around at mid and rotate here and there in the map. And Troll, after finishing his defusal, he was also kind of unstoppable. So, as I said, four magical heroes on both the side who is going to deal lots of magical damage. It was the Dare who was dealing it. Sorry, it was the Radiant who were dealing the damage, and that worked well for them, and they got the win they deserved. So, bye guys. We'll. I hope you get to enjoy a good game like this another time.